Hello and welcome back. So in this part we're going to work on the candles. Just off cam, what I did do is these sort of brackets under the bench here, and the same the ones in the shelving here. I just basically went back to sort of non-sub D and just added a sort of a loop slice in there, like an edge, and just sort of basically selected this circular edge around here, this one, all the way around, and just sort of scaled it down by 66%. Just so it's not quite so meaty there, just to give it a bit more, make it slightly more elegant. Okay, so I'm now going to work on the candles. So one thing I have just seen, also in the actual sink here, I'll come up to items, we'll click on the sink, and if we go over to the shade tree, we'll see there's only one material in there. So we also need to make this a chrome. So while we're here, I'm just going to select all those polys there, and I'm going to hit M and just select chrome. I've been playing about a bit with the different types of chrome, but whether it be burnished or normal, but I think, to be honest, the best one so far has been the actual sort of the chromium plated one. So I'm just going to put that back. Okay. Okay, so back over to our sink. I need to put some rubber under this plug hole, so you can basically zoom in on the polys here and just select the ring and hitting the L key to loop round, same as you did before. Just hold down the shift key each time to select the new set of sort of two polys, and then hit the L key just to, and M key, and we're on black rubber for that. Okay, so getting actually onto what we're actually supposed to be doing in this part, and we're talking about the candles here now. The candles were brought in predominantly from the assets. If we go over to meshes, I believe they are. I'm not sure where they live within here. Interior, decorative, here the candles. Now that it came on this little like sort of a plastic sort of stand, which I didn't really want to use for the for this scene. So like I say, we made these little, just basically just like a cylinder, and we extruded the size up to make sort of edges, and then I just sort of sub-D'd it and put a edge loop around the top just to smooth it off. Now I'll go over to items and just sort of click on them. We'll see what we've got. See, that's already got a candle material in there, but it's actually below the base material. So basically, when this scene renders, it comes in the bottom. You imagine it starts at the bottom here, it sort of works out where your camera is. Then it adds your lighting, adds your environment, adds the nice candle material, but then that gets overridden by the base material, because that's sort of, this is higher than this. So basically, if we get this material and we drag it above the base material, then you'll see it change there. And what we'll do, we'll use the item cam we have. I'm just going to pull it. We'll just pull down to this area here. Now you'll see these candles obviously had the material, because that came in with this here, but at the moment the glass bases don't have any material at all. So basically now we need to go around the scene and select all these glass bases, which you can do by double clicking on it, but to be honest, the easiest way to do something like that, sort of select the part of a scene, especially when you know one thing has already got a certain attribute on it. If you go over to lists here, we'll go over to polygon mode, then we'll come down to polys here, and we'll open up the drop down, and we'll search by material. Now On everything within this candle layer, there's items, polys which have got the candle material, which is this sort of a creamy colour, and then there's certain polys which have got the wick, which is this black colour, and then there's the rest of the polys have got this default. So if we select the ones with the default, that's obviously now going to select everything which hasn't got either wick or candle. So now we've got them selected, I'm just going to hit return, hit M, sorry, and I'm going to type in red glass. We're going to give them a material of red glass. Now we may tweak this because the walls have got a quite greeny tinge to them, and that's the only other colour really in the scene, apart from this sort of dark wood. So we may even make a greeny colour glass, or a glass of a colour to match some of the wall scene. But for now we'll stick on red. So that's going to clash, but that might add a bit of colour to the scene. And we're also at a later date we're going to be adding some sort of rose petals on the floor, which are obviously they're going to be red in our case as well. So the red may go with that red, so it might look quite nice. So we're going to come over to we're going to go up a level to materials, and we're going to come to glass, thick gloss, and I'm just going to drag the brown on. And now, like we did yesterday, we're going to delete the original material, drag the brown glass out, and delete the group. And then straight away you'll see it's coming in nicely there. We'll come over to the properties of that material. Now really we're not going to change anything here. Over in the transparency, this is the actual sort of colour of the glass, and this is the absorption distance when it sort of becomes the rays get sort of dispersed. So at the minute it's about 5 mil, which is about the thickness of this lip here. So if you're getting issues with your glass, it's worth just measuring it and just checking the absorption distance. The only thing we're really going to change here, and we're going to make it slightly redder. And there's basically our candles taken care of. So we're getting through the scene there quite nicely. We've still got the mirror to do the pictures on the walls. This also, we'll do this while we're here. This was a standard asset from Loxology there. So this obviously came in with material as well, but like the same with the candle, it's below the base material, so I'm just going to drag that above the base material. Okay, we'll have a look at the lights while we're here. See, there's quite a few of these. So and these are going to be made up of about 3 different materials. We're going to have a shiny chrome inside, a brushed sort of chrome outside, and then we've got this light lens here, which is going to have one of 2 colours, whether it be turned on, and we're just going to have a sort of emitting property, or in this case this day source type shot, where it's going to be off, so we need like a sort of an off bulb type material. So when we come back in the next part, we'll do the light fittings, and then we'll be almost done. That's just really the mirror then and the pictures left to do. So actually while we're here, I have thought about, and we'll do this as a test, there's going to be some water running down the back of this groove in here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come up to item, create light. We're going to create a new area light. Let's just rotate it round. Now this isn't very big, so it's going to be a bit of a just going to pull it in. So I want it basically just to fit in this opening. Okay, I'm just going to turn this around. Try and get a shot. That back wall. Excuse me. Now property wise, I'm going to turn off the simple shading. I want to give this like a neon blue type colour. I'm just going to up the intensity for, and we'll see how it looks when we come to do some renders. We'll have to pump that up because it's such a small light. So I'll do a quick render now of the scene, and we'll see how it's come along. So when we come back in the next part, we'll finish off the rest of the lighting. We'll see what we're going to do about this section on the bottom there. So bye for now.